Ken and I are in Fort Worth, Texas, standing in front of the First Baptist Church of Fort Worth, Texas. And tonight we're here for a very special concert. It's a reunion of the Wills family, who are very important within the realm of gospel music. And tonight we're going to get to see Lou Wills Hildreth, and she's going to introduce us to a lot of her family and friends that she's known through the years.
Billy Grable, come in here. I see this man who is just part of the family. Actually, this man, and we'll let him tell you a little bit about what he's done, but he's in our Texas Gospel Music Hall of Fame. He's a piano player from, you have to tell me who all the people you've played for, Billy.
Well, I played for the Stamps Quartet in Dallas, then I played for the Friendly Four, mainly the latter part of their years, and we traveled, and the Followers, I played for them, and early years I played for the Stamps Dixie Quartet in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So we've been a lot of miles. I traveled with Glenn Payne, I don't know, a long time, and he was a special friend of mine.
Well,
So-
everybody in gospel music
Everybody
knows Glenn Payne, don't they?
yeah.
Billy Grable is he's a legend and a hero and a pioneer.
At 16, I started traveling with the Stamps Dixie Quartet in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So I was on the road from 16 years old until many years.
and aren't we glad that our legends are still out there? And I'm going to tell this Gene, and I'll tell you, Billy Grable, I'm going to keep showing up, aren't you?
That's right.
Well, I certainly have a friend, Curtis Elkins, and there's no way we can have a Wills family reunion without having Curtis Elkins. He sang for years with Bob Wills and the Inspirationals. Curtis, how many years would you dare tell us?
I dare. In 1963, I started singing with Bob on a regular basis. We had already sung together in some little groups around. So, Lou, if I add right, that's something like 40-something years, 45 years that Bob and I have been friends and sung together and loved the family and felt like I adopted them. Now, whether they ever adopted me, well, I adopted you guys. You're part of my family.
Well, I'll have to tell you, Gene, that I don't go anywhere that they'll say to me, now tell me about that tenor singer, that Curtis Elkins. Tell me how he's doing. And you can tell right now he's doing great. Curtis, we love you and glad you're right here tonight.
Oh, me too.
This is Calvin Wills' son, and of course, Calvin is the older brother who's gone on to glory, but we have Randy, and the only son. There's a son and a daughter, but here's our Randy tonight, Randy Wills. I'm going to tell them something about you, and then we'll let you talk a little bit. Randy heads the Texas Gospel Music Hall of Fame. He's the president and CEO of that, and he's kept the heritage of gospel music. He's the one who's keeping it alive right here. Besides, he plays the piano and he does produces, he does all kinds of things. Randy, what do you think about being here at this Wills family?
Here we are. How many years has it been? The Friday after Thanksgiving every year for 30-something years.
Yes.
We get together, all the Willses do a concert and sing. And so we're back here again tonight doing that. But speaking of the internet, you can find us on there, Texas Gospel Music Hall of Fame, just the initials, tgmhf.org. So we're a nonprofit organization chartered with the state of Texas and have been since the mid-'80s when my dad and Lou put that together. And so when Dad went on to glory in 2002, I kind of took that over to continue the work that he started with the Texas Gospel Music Hall of Fame and Museum. So go look us up on there and help support the heritage of gospel music in Texas. It's all about Texas here.
You got that right, Randy Wills. And I wanted you to meet my wonderful Lily Wills. This is the widow of Calvin Wills, and we love her. She sang for years with the Wills Family Quartet and is a great singer. She's pretty much retired now.
Oh,
Lily.
evermore have I.
But we're glad you're right here. See, she's doing well, and she's
I'm
here.
doing good for an old lady.
And she's right here with us tonight at the Wills Family Concert. Well, we couldn't have this without you, Lily.
Well, heck no.
This is where we have our reunion. This is the pastor of this beautiful First Baptist Church right here in Fort Worth. And this is my nephew. I love this man. I'm so proud of him. This is Pastor Don Wills.
Thank you, Aunt Lou. It's a joy to be here tonight and good to have host this concert once again. It looks like we have a great crowd. It's going to be a great time, a great evening with just some good old Southern gospel music.
Can you tell by listening to him that he's a bass singer? Oh, he's a bass singer. He can still sing, and he'll show up once in a while and sing, won't you?
Not enough to hurt anybody, but
Well,
I'll show up and sing it a little bit.
We're glad you still do. And Don, we're so pleased that we can still come right here to this beautiful First Baptist Church in
It's
Fort
great
Worth.
to have it. Great to
And
have
we'll
it.
do this every year.
That's
And we
right.
it's the Friday after Thanksgiving every year right here at First Baptist Church in Fort Worth. And that you heard that right from Don Wills, the pastor. And I love having my brother-in-law from Denver, Colorado, Dr. Billy Ham. And of course, this is the baby of the family, Norma Joe. And we need to be right here with this Wills family reunion, don't we?
Absolutely.
Hey, Billy, you sang a few years with the Inspirationals, did you?
I did, and then I retired so I could go preach.
I know. And you've been at Denver, at Mountain States Baptist for how many years?
31 years.
Oh, my. And you married the baby sister?
I did. I got the last one.
Well, we're really proud to have you in the family. And Joe, you've been a good pastor's wife.
Well, I've tried.
Got someone very special in Bob Wills Jr. And of course, all of the kids have been here, but all of Bob's family has sung here tonight. And Bob is the songwriter. Now, Bob, I thought I was the songwriter in the family, but it's not so. You turned out to be the songwriter. You've lost count of how many songs you've written.
Written a few. I always wanted to be a songwriter, and I guess I was about 38, 39, and it's like the Lord opened up a spigot and said it was time. We were working for a church, and like the Lord just let us out there, and I was happy as a clam, and started singing with my dad again. That first week I wrote songs, and more songs started just pouring out. And I said, this must be what the Lord has for us. So me and my wife just have been writing and singing all across the country since then.
Well, I'm told, and I've been there a lot of times, but when you and Annette go into a church to minister and sing your songs, the Lord blesses, and you're doing a wonderful ministry. So, folks, this is Bob Wills Jr. I'm very proud of you, my nephew, very proud. Well, I'm delighted for you to get to know he's my big brother, but he's my younger brother, Bob Wills. But let me tell you, before we do that, Ken and Jean, we loved having gospel music today right here at the Wills family annual reunion concert. We do this every Friday after Thanksgiving, and we loved having you here, and your viewers we'll do it again next year, and your viewers are invited. Now, Bob, wasn't it a wonderful night?
Oh, I thought the kids did real good. I really appreciate all the help we got in putting it together. And then, of course, that's our 16th year, And so we always enjoy seeing all of our friends. And I like to see my sis. She'll come up from Houston and see a lot of the other family that came in. We appreciate that.
Well, it was especially good. The Inspirationals sang, and that was wonderful. Thank you, Bob, for all that you do for gospel music. Well, we couldn't have this without talking to Angel and Ron. These are Bob's other kids.
The Lord has opened the doors for me to go and share His message with other churches, and it's kind of neat to think. I was thinking today that now there's Willses on 3 different platforms on Sunday mornings ministering, and I figure that's a good way to get the gospel out even further. And as long as those doors keep, opening, I hope the Lord will use it, and we'll see some souls saved, which we already have, and so we're so excited.
I'm so proud of all of you. And Ron has a bus, touring bus company, and he's the one that we all depend on.
Well, thank you, Aunt Lou. I took up the buses, learning, traveling with Uncle Calvin, learning to drive and having to work on buses, and that kind of melded into owning a bus company eventually. And so that's what we're doing. What we're doing now, and just having a real good time at it. The company's successful, and we're able to hit the road a little bit with Dad and Angel, and we have a good time when we're able to do that and get together like this evening and sing.
There is no question how God has blessed Bob's family, the Bob Wills family. I love you all, and I'm so proud of you. And Jean and Ken, one more time, thank you for coming to the Wills family concert.
Thank you. And I don't want you talking to my husband because he wants a bus really bad.
We can help him out with that.